Hi students, I'm Katie O'Connor. I'm the Program Manager for Education at NMSU Grants, and I'm here today to talk to you about your course, the Child Growth Development and Learning, and I was going to give you a course tour. So today I'm going to share my screen with you so that you can see exactly what I see, and here we are. You basically, once you log into your course, and if you've seen the how to log into your course video, that should help get you here. Hopefully you're here because you already know how to do that. But basically, when you come into your course, you're going to find information about your course. Right up here at the top is a welcome to ECED 1110, Child Growth Development and Learning, and it gives you the dates of the course and your instructor. Now, I also, because I designed the courses for education, most of the education courses are going to look similar. The CEPY, that's the counseling and psychology, the bilingual ed, the special ed courses, the EDLT, the education and technology, teaching with technology. So all of the education courses and the early childhood all are designed the same way. So you have all your information about the course up at the top. You usually have a picture that reminds you of why you're in this course and why you're interested in this career. Then I usually have a welcome notice, and the instructor will put things here as she goes along. You have a start here page, then the book, and I would caution you that the book is available in many formats. You can get a physical book, you can get an online book text, you can get a subscription, a rental. There's all kinds of options depending on what you like. You choose the one that you like best, one that you prefer. And I do also include a link to, there's all the information, also a link to the bookstore, and I have one here to Vital Source where you can also obtain this book. But I would recommend that you shop around, be a wise consumer, and find the book. You may find it for much less expense if you do some shopping around. So just keep that in mind. You can buy them here. You can click on the links and it'll take you to those bookstores. But look around. You might find it for much less somewhere else. So also on the front page, and this is called the home page or the front page, if you look to your right, you will find a to-do list. A to-do list. This list has all of your assignments, all of your discussions, everything that you're going to be doing in the course. And if you look underneath, you see due dates. So you want to make note of those due dates and start working on your assignments right away. Technically, in every course we have modules, and every module is generally worth about a week's worth of work. So if you miss the first module, then maybe miss the second module, then you've got like 3 modules to make up, because you're going to have a module 0, which is getting started in the course. So do not get behind. If you're behind for if you don't log in for 3 weeks, instructors have a right to just drop you from the course. And so that could affect your status, your financial aid. It could affect a lot of things. So you want to be aware of due dates and do, at least in the education courses, 1 module a week, or look for the due dates and just keep on top of those. If we continue on down to the bottom of the page, what you're going to find is I do have a course navigation video. This is an old one, so I'm putting up a new one right now, getting ready to do that. Down at the bottom is your instructor and the instructor information. You will be able to find all that information about your instructor, and it looks like she has set up a meeting here, so that might be something to look into, a Zoom meeting. And also, like I said, well, you can find all the information there. So you should be able to reach her if you need her. Next, if we looked at announcements, you can look here and find announcements by the instructor. Sometimes you can find announcements by me as the program manager for education. Sometimes I put out general announcements to the students. So do check your email. Announcements go to your email, and you can also find them here in the course. Next is a syllabus. The syllabus has all kinds of information. Again, the syllabus is a contract between you and your instructor. So you want to make sure of what your instructor is expecting from you during the semester. Also, you will find a number of items here that is helpful information that you need to know about attending college, about NMSU grants, and also the NMSU system. So keep that in mind. Next is modules. If you click on modules, what you find is what we find is a module list of each module, starting with module 0. Now, I consider each one a week's worth of work, so you need to keep on top of that. And sometimes you have 2 weeks of work, 2 modules due. So again, look for those due dates right underneath the assignments and discussions, and then you will know when it's due. But it's up to you to keep on track and keep getting stuff done. So if we look here under module, let's say module map 2, we click here. What happens is a module map opens and you have an overview of what you're going to learn this semester, the objectives you'll be learning, any reading that you're supposed to be doing. And a lot of times I put videos here. So keep a watch. And as the semester goes on, often we add things. So things often change. So keep on top of that, check them out, just see what's there. There's your discussion questions and your assignment for this week. And in this assignment, you actually have 2 options. So you can pick and choose the assignment you like the best. So that ought to be kind of interesting for you. And here I'm going to show you, if you click on discussions, you click here to begin discussion, you go right to it. Now, what I would recommend is that you copy these questions and then go right down here to reply, and a box opens up, a dialog box, and you can paste those questions right in the box. And then what I recommend is you make those bold and you make your responses in regular font. That way we can keep track of exactly what you're saying and making sure that you're answering every question and making sure you're answering every part of the question. And when you're ready, you can post reply. The other thing you can do is you can see this, attached down here. It looks like a little paper clip. If you click there, you can browse your computer. So say you want to do this homework on your desktop in a Word document and save it in case you need it in the future, which I recommend doing. Sometimes there's glitches in Canvas or the internet, so you want to keep a copy of everything you do. That way, if something happens and it doesn't show up and it doesn't get graded, you can say, wait a minute, I have it on my computer. I did it on this date, and it should be dated with the course name, the assignment name, the discussion name. That way, you know what you're looking at. You don't have like 100 discussions that could go to any of your courses. You want to be specific and make sure you name them correctly and archive them either on a travel drive or on your desktop. So when you do that, again, you can browse your computer. You can see kind of what that looks like. It opens right up to my computer and I could pick anything to put in there. And then you just post reply. So there's other ways that you can post a discussion questions, including clicking on this little media doohickey, which is kind of cool. You click there and you can record a video. You can basically there I am. So you can record a video, you can do a microphone so that you're not showing your face or maybe your dirty house in the background, or you can click on webcam and you can choose no video if you'd rather do it that way. But if you're the kind of person that does better in basically in situations where you can speak and talk about what you've read or what you've learned, you might find that this is a good option for you. So you can try it out, see how it works for you. And generally, it'll say that in the discussion. For instance, here it says, you are welcome to post as a text file, an attachment, a presentation, an audio or video file. That means go ahead. If you want to speak what you've learned instead of writing or typing, you can do that. Be bold, explore, okay? Next, if we go back to, and we're trying to get back to that assignment, that module, if I were going to go down here and click here to begin assignment, what happens is the assignment description opens up. You have your options. Say you're ready to just approach it right up front, or you can maybe put it away, work on it, and come back to it later. When you're ready, you click Submit Assignment. When you submit assignment, a box opens up where you can upload a file, do the text entry bit where you can just type right into the box. If you have a website URL and maybe you post everything on your website, you could use that. You can just put your website URL in here. Just make sure you address all of the questions and do the entire assignment in completely. Again, you can click here on media. You can record and upload media, which is really kind of fun. Google Drive. I haven't used Google Drive that often, so I'm not real sure how that's going to work. Try it out. Let your instructor know you tried it out and see if she can give a grade for it if it's coming through. Next is Microsoft Office 365. Again, this is a tool readily available to you in your MyNMSU, in your portal. So if you go to your portal and you look under your quick launch tools, Office 365 is listed right there. So you can access that and utilize that. So Office 365, I believe, brings in like the PowerPoint, Microsoft Office, you have access to Teams, you can get everything for free. What? For free. You can get all these tools for free if you're an NMSU student. So don't be afraid to go to your portal and find those tools and utilize them. Next is Studio. We're still learning how to use Studio, but it's a place where you can put your recordings, you can add some of your work, you can keep track of your assignments. And I believe that this library will follow you from course to course. So if you're taking a lot of early childhood courses, you can store all your assignments in one place. Now, like I said, this is a new tool that we're adjusting to. So try it out. We want to see how it works, okay? So there you go. There is how to upload an assignment, and that should help you get through this course pretty easily. Again, you can go back to modules. I'm going to leave this page. Go back to modules. And again, instead of clicking on the links right in the module map, you can also find your discussion and assignment in the module list. So keep attuned to that. If there's more than one way to access assignments and discussions, so don't be afraid. You can access it any way that you need to, whatever works best for you. Next, we go to quizzes. If you click on quizzes, you can see what is available here. As we create more quizzes, you will see more options come up. So keep that in mind. If you click on the quiz will tell you, it'll give you instructions all about the quiz. So it'll tell you what is needed, what's going to be in the quiz, whether there's a time limit, whether there's a lockdown browser, which you need to be aware of. It'll give you that information here. Next is grades. If you click on grades, it takes you to your grades. Not everybody else's. It takes us to your grades. So then you can see exactly what you've submitted, what has been graded. Now, I usually recommend that you give us a week after the assignment is due for us to get the grades in. It takes that much time. But if 2 or more weeks go by, give your instructor a call and say, hey, or an email and say, I submitted this, it's not there, what's going on? I'm worried about it. And then the instructor will check on it. Maybe she's just behind on grading, or maybe there was some glitch and it did not come through the system. So be on top of it. You are a wise consumer. Keep track of your own work and take responsibility. And that way you're going to do better as a student. And later on, this is going to benefit you as a teacher. So keep that in mind. If you scroll down to the very bottom, you will be able to see your final scores near the end of the course. So you should know your grade and the grade that you're getting. So no need to email your instructor, just look for it under my grades, under your grades, and you should find it. There's student help, Office 365, Google Drive, Zoom. Now, if you click on Zoom, now this is kind of cool. If your instructor sets up a meeting, you can click on upcoming meetings and it'll be listed right here under start time, topic, and meeting ID. It will not be available until the start time. So you need to look for that. And when the start time arrives, then you can go click on it and it'll take you right to the meeting. This is especially easy if you've set up your Zoom and you want to go to zoom.us to set that up. And you can download the Zoom app so it's right on your desktop so that it's there whenever there is a Zoom meeting. The other thing is you can look at meetings you might have missed and also cloud recording. So if there were any meetings done that are getting archived or lectures or things like that, they should show up here under your cloud recordings and you can access those and watch them and catch up on what you missed maybe. So there you go, there's Zoom. And then there's a bunch of other materials under that, under your home menu. Including Follett Discover, which is the new NMSU bookstore. They have all kinds of information, so you might want to check them out as well. So there you go. If we look to the very, very, very far left-hand side of your screen, you're going to find another menu, the New Mexico State menu, where you see your account, your dashboard, your courses, a calendar. Did I say that? A calendar that tells you what is due and when, and it shows you what is due for all your courses across your Canvas. So keep that in mind. There's more than one way to find those due dates, so keep on top of that. Next is your inbox. If you click there, that is your email for the course. You can send an email out to other students. You can email your instructor. However you want to do that is perfectly fine. And then again, there's other information here like Follett Discover, your studio, and a help button. So if you're lost, you don't know how to do something, click the help button and see if that helps. So pretty much that is your tour of your course. I hope you find it useful. I hope you find this information helpful. I will be posting other videos under the studio. So check those out. Hopefully they can help you navigate your way through Canvas and become a better student. Again, our goal is to help you succeed in college, to get the degree that you wish, so that you can achieve the career of your dreams and live the life that you want. So everybody stay well, stay healthy, tune in, stay on top of things, and get your work done. And most of all, have a wonderful semester.